I will let Jen talk and I'll let her tell a little bit about her story before she gets into Success Club. But I hope everybody enjoys this, and get your notepads ready.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super honored to be able to work with Dana. We are not in the same organization at all, I believe. But I'm so thankful that we do get to share that opportunity to work together as part of the New Jersey Market Council and learn from each other and grow with each other, because I personally have learned so much from Dana as is. So I started my coaching journey in December 2012. So I guess that's 34, 36 months. I've been consecutively, since the day I started, hitting Success Club 10. I was told from the very beginning that it's a non-negotiable, so that's what I did. So a little bit about me before I do start. Now, I didn't come from this like crazy background of knowing everything about social media, network marketing. Trying to get rid of my phone because it's dinging over here. But I didn't come from any of this. Like, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just a regular mom, a very, very broke mom. I had a 5-month-old. I was working at a doctor's office in a basement, filing paperwork with no windows, one door, and just filing charts for 8 to 9 hours a day. And after that, I would either go to a sub shop to work and make sandwiches for people, or I would go to the bar and I would be your local shot girl. So that is what I did and how I started. And then I had my son and I could not afford to go back to work. And when I say that, if there's any moms on this call, you know that the cost of daycare is just astronomical. And I couldn't work 3 jobs because I had a baby. I couldn't go back to the one full-time job at the desk or working in the basement, because I literally did the math and I would make, I think it was $90 I would make at the end of my 2-week paycheck. So I would make $90 every 2 weeks after paying for daycare and everything. I was like, why? I was like, why am I going to go send my child to daycare all day? I'm going to go to work all day. We're going to be away from each other and I'm not going to make any money. Like, what is the point of it? So I legit was living off of the child support from his father. We were dating at the time. We stopped shortly after. So I was literally living off of that. When I signed up as a Beachbody coach, I was also 200 plus pounds. So I was absolutely miserable. I was depressed, overweight, so broke it wasn't even funny. And I found my coach on Facebook. She actually found me on MyFitnessPal. So it's really weird how she found me. She was not presenting herself as a coach or anything. But she's like, I'm a nutritionist and I have a page on Facebook if anybody wants to follow me for recipes. And I was just starting my journey. I was like, I need to do something. I dusted Insanity off the shelves. So I started. So that's when I started, and I started following her. And she made this post one day and it was like a help wanted. She did like a muscle flex and it just said help wanted. And I was like, what the heck do you do? I was like, where do I have to go to school to be a nutritionist? I was like, you work from home? That's cool. So she messaged me about it and I totally thought it was a scam. I was like, nope. I was like, it's like all those other things. I got to go around. I got to host parties. I got to keep a stockpile of Shakeology in my living room. And I was just like, no. So then I went on for a little while. It was like November-ish when she told me that. So we went on for a little while. I kind of ignored her. I was like, I'm not really interested. And I'm one that I don't know how to say no to people. So I ignored her. I just ignored her. So so the turning point for me was I actually went to the grocery store one day with my 4-month-old son. Hold on, I hear some background noise. I went to the grocery store with my 4-month-old son, and I had a cart full of groceries. And I left after like an hour of shopping with not a single grocery because my card declined at the register. And I was mortified. I was like, what am I going to do? Because here I am. I have a 5-month-old baby. And I'm running out of the grocery store because I was completely in tears. I was like, this is so embarrassing. I just had an entire cart, like a mountain full. And I just walked out with him just crying. I didn't know what to do. So then I remembered my coach and I was like, what am I going to do? So I ended up borrowing the money to sign up. I signed up with the simple $39 fee. So there's my little tip in the beginning is don't discount anybody who wants to sign up with a $39 fee because they could be a top coach someday. So I just signed up with a $39 fee, and I borrowed it from a friend and it was a couple weeks before Christmas, and I was completely crushed by it. Like, immediately after I did it, I kind of regretted my decision because it was my son's first Christmas, and I borrowed 20 of the $39, and the rest was supposed to be the gift that I was going to get my son for Christmas. So I didn't get him anything for Christmas that year, and I felt horrible about it. I was like, I just did this and I have no idea what I'm getting into. So I got on my first Getting Started Right coach with my call, and she explained some stuff to me. And when I first heard the word Success Club, I was like, hold up right there. I was like, don't even tell me about it because I don't want to hear anything about it. I was like, she's like, okay. And we kind of moved on. And then it was, as you know, if any of you have been coached for a while, December, January is when they start posting about the Success Club trip that you have from January to December to earn. So they started posting about this cruise. And I was like, what the heck is this? This whole thing is a damn scam. I was like, I cannot do this. So then I messaged her again. I was like, all right, I'm curious. I was like, this Success Club sounds like it's for successful people who have been doing this for a very, very long time. I was like, what do I have to do to work towards that? She goes, you can hit Success Club now. You don't have to be in it for a certain amount of time. I'm like, all right, what do I have to do? She goes, you need to help a minimum of 3 people in a 1-month time frame. I was like, wait, that's it? I was like, this is a scam. I know. So she was like, no. She's like, seriously, all you have to do is help 3 people get connected to a challenge pack in 1 month time, from the first of the month to the very last day of the month, and you have hit Success Club. I was like, oh my God, I could so do that. So I immediately started with this mentality that, yes, I can do it. And then I learned throughout the time that I was hitting Success Club that it truly helped me build my business. And now I hear successful coaches talking about Success Club being the cornerstone. And so I'm over here like, yes, it is, because it was so me. I was that person. So I'm here today to share with you guys a little bit. I have 7 tips for you guys. I have 7 tips on how you can hit Success Club. And I'm actually really happy that I'm doing this call at the end of the month. So I know it sounds crazy, and I know I was supposed to get on last week, but I had all issues with my son, and we had to go to the hospital because he had a bad reaction to a tetanus shot, and he couldn't move his legs, and it was just horrible. So I'm actually glad that it's the end of the month and I'm getting on this, only because these are the 7 tips that I personally share with my team on how to hit Success Club with only 3 days left in the month. So all of this stuff that I'm giving you now is stuff that you can start today, whether you're a brand new coach and you signed up 5 minutes ago, or you've been a coach for a year. All of this stuff is stuff that can help you hit Success Club by the end of the month. We have more than 3 days, but you can hit it in 3 days. So the number 1 tip, and if you have pen and paper, make sure you guys write some of the stuff down, because I was horrible and I was gone all day and didn't make slides. So the number 1 tip I have is make sure that you are in the right mindset. And I know that sounds really minor and silly, but if you go into your journey to hit Success Club, I call it, with a negative mindset, you're not going to hit it. And I'll be 1,000% honest with you right now. If you're sitting here and in the back of your mind, you're saying, there's 6 days left in the month, there's no way I could do it. You're not going to do it. And I'm just being honest with you because it's happened. It's happened to coaches on my team. I've seen that negative attitude. They tell me they're negative about it and they don't hit it. And then they're positive about it and they hit it. So you have to have that positive mindset. You have to tell yourself, I am in Success Club. I am going to hit Success Club. I will do whatever it takes to hit Success Club. I believe I'm going to hit Success Club, because having the right mindset also goes along with making sure you're believing in it. So make sure you're believing in the benefits of Success Club, and that doing it this month and hitting it this month and then hitting it again next month is truly going to help you grow your business. And then my number two tip after that is always be expanding your network. It's another this number two tip isn't going to be one that's like, oh my God, I'm going to hit Success Club today if I expand my network. No, but it will help you to continuously hit Success Club. So you need to be adding 3 to 5 people a day on social media, friend requesting them, getting people to like your page, inviting people to like your page, starting conversations with people. You have to be expanding your network, because guess what? Someday you're going to run out of your market. You're going to run out of people to invite, to challenge groups, to get them connected, to challenge packs. You're going to run out. So you'll always be expanding your network. So somebody's in there. Oh, where are you? Okay, so number 3, treat Success Club non-negotiable. And you have to, if you are an all-in coach and you're a business builder and you're looking to take this somewhere and you have an incredible why that just drives you forward, make it non-negotiable. Just like if you were at an actual job and your boss told you to do something, that's kind of non-negotiable, because otherwise you're going to get fired and you're not going to make any money. So treating Success Club that way is you're going to drive your business forward every single month, hitting it non-negotiable, and you're going to start seeing that income growth over time. So treat Success Club like it's non-negotiable. And I will tell you, any successful coach will tell you that. Christina Delgado was the first one to tell me to make it non-negotiable. And ever since then, I started hearing it from everyone. And I was like, Christina, you saved my life. So, and then the next tip I have is always keep lists. Now, it doesn't matter if it's in your Facebook, in a notes section of your phone, if anybody uses Evernote. I personally do good old paper and pen, and actually I keep it in a folder. I'm old-fashioned. I am not great with technology. I'm very good at creating things and working a little bit, but when it comes to keeping lists, I'm just better if I actually write it down. I even still have a planner. I don't even use the Google Calendar really. I still use my planner. So always keep lists. And the reason I tell you to do this is for my next tip. I know they're all kind of merging into one, is follow-ups. So if you have your list, it will help you do follow-ups, because 98% of my Success Club points have all come from follow-ups. And I have thought about it, and I even went back to try to see if I was correct. And I started looking at my customers, and I started looking at my Success Club points from the past couple months, and all of them were follow-ups, because people forget. You talk to people, it's 5% of people will close on their first contact. So you need to be talking to these people for a while. So if you start talking to someone today, you can't expect them to buy something today. I will tell you, I've been a coach for almost 3 years, and only 2 people that I have ever talked to signed up with me the first day I talked to them. It was 2 people. And I talked to an average, I want to say 20 to 30 people a day. Sometimes more. I went on one day and I sent 300 emails one day. So it's like some days are crazy, some days are not. So 2 people signed up. So it's never the first contact, never expected the first contact. So if you're always making sure you're following up from your list, then you're always going to have somebody to talk to. And another thing, don't ever remove anybody from your follow-up lists or just your list in general, even if they say no. Because my biggest thing that I hear is a lot of people say no. And what I like to do is the following month, or even in 2 months, go back to that person and go back to that list and and I call them my hey girl messages, because I always say like, hey girl, or hey chica is my thing. I don't know. It's weird. I'm weird. But so that's my hey girl messages. I'm like, hey girl, so I remember a couple months ago, you were interested in joining my 21 Day Fix Challenge group. And I know it wasn't a good time for you, but I wanted to let you know that I was starting another one. And I thought about you and wanted to give you first opportunity to join. If you changed your mind, that's totally fine. If this is something you're interested in, we can get you started now if now's a better time. If not, totally fine. If not, would you know anybody else that's interested? I didn't have my script in front of me, so that was kind of all over the place, but that's the general idea of what I send. Keep it short and sweet. Make sure you include the if it's not okay, or if now's not the right time, that's okay too. I always kind of include that just to make sure I let them know, like, it's all right if you're not ready, but I was just thinking about you and thought I would send you a message. So it kind of, it's kind of working towards even building the relationship even more, because you were thinking about them. You wanted to send them a message because it wasn't the right time, even financially, maybe now is better. So always, always keep your list, because that a no is never a no. It's a not right now. So always keep lists and always be following up. Try to even set a goal for yourself, or add it to your, if anybody does a power hour or has a to-do list, I always add follow up with 10 people a day. That's my goal, is to follow up with 10 people a day. Scrolling through Facebook messages, covering my list, saying who I haven't talked to in a while, kind of thing. So make sure you're doing that, because it's so important. I think I'm on number 5. Am I on number 5 or number 6? I think I'm on number 6. There you go, 6. Thank you. All right. Remember your journey, because, and what I mean by this is share, 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 share. You have to be sharing your journey, because you are never, ever going to get anybody to join you with even a simple fitness program unless you're sharing your journey. And you don't have to be on the 21 Day Fix to sell the 21 Day Fix. Just saying, just be on a journey to being a better you. And when you focus on you and you share that, everybody's going to flock to you. I always use the term with my team. I use the analogy, I guess you can say, of shampoo commercials. You see them all the time. They're all over TV, right? And you're kind of just like, you kind of ignore it as it's on. But then one day you have a horrible hair day and that commercial comes on and you watch it and you immediately are like, oh my God, I need that shampoo. They have such beautiful hair and my hair looks like shit today, So like, it's the same thing with fitness. Some people feel, almost everybody feels, that they don't need it until one day they're feeling so down about themselves and just like complete trash about themselves that they're going to remember that you are always posting about this amazing thing that you're doing and how amazing you feel, and this crazy superfood shake that you keep drinking every single morning that makes you feel like Superwoman, and you're just on fire with it, and you've lost amount of pounds and you just seem so happy. And they're going to remember to go to you, and they will go to you because they remember that you're constantly sharing your journey. And that's what I always talk to my new coaches about too, is that's kind of your way to open your business and let people know that you're open for business, is sharing that journey. If you drink Shakeology every day, selfie. Like, it doesn't need to, you don't need to add a Shakeology link. Just put, oh my God, this is so good. Like I feel amazing. You don't have to be salesy with it. You just continue to share it, because the more you're sharing it, when you do eventually throw up a challenge group post and inviting people to the challenge group, more people are going to flock to that because they're going to know that you're doing it as well. So always be sharing that journey, which goes into number 7, invite. It's one of our vital behaviors. Always be inviting. If you are not inviting, you are not going to hit Success Club. I'm telling you that right now, because nobody will know, because you can't just sell a challenge pack on Facebook. Like, who wants a challenge pack? People are going to be like, what am I going to do with it? You share and invite them to a challenge group, which requires, for most people, I don't know if everybody here does it, I know I personally do it, which requires a challenge pack. And when you're talking about them, and you're inviting someone to the opportunity and you're talking about a challenge pack, make sure, and this is so important. Oh my God, I want to like strangle some of my coaches sometimes. Make sure you're sharing the value of that pack. If you're running a challenge group and you're focusing it on challenge packs, make sure you're sharing the value in it. What are you getting with a challenge pack? You know what? I'm going to bring it up right now, and I'm going to read you my exact script that I sent to somebody when 21 Day Fix. And it's like, honestly, it's like my surefire script. All right, here it is. I tell somebody, when somebody asks, okay, what's the cost of your challenge group? I say, the only cost is for the challenge kit. It's discounted to $160. It comes with everything you need and then some. It comes with color-coded portion control containers, the container guides, the restaurant eating out guides, meal ideas, optional 3-day quick fix meal plan, 7 30-minute workouts with a schedule, a bonus 10-minute ab workout from Autumn, a bonus plyo workout DVD, and a full month of Shakeology to replace one meal a day. You get to pick the flavor. Oh, and you're going to get a super cute 28-ounce Shakeology shaker cup for your shakes and to keep track of your water. Plus, it's yours for life, so you can do it over and over again. And I know that sounds like a lot, but doesn't that sound like a lot? Like, so when people read that, they're like, oh my God, I get all that for $160. But instead, and doesn't it sound so much better than, oh, the challenge pack is $160. People are going to be like, nope, sorry. But when you're sharing the value and everything you get in it, just that alone, people are like, all right. I will tell you 50% of the time, people are like, I can't do it right now, but mark me down for the future, because they do know that there's the value in the pack. So there are going to be no's when it comes to it still, but a lot of them say, can you do it in, sorry, can I do it in the future? But because of that, I'm telling you, a lot of the responses that I get are, wow, that sounds like a really good deal. I thought it was going to be a lot more, because a lot of people hear about Isagenix and how expensive those are and stuff. So that's my go-to script. So make sure you're constantly inviting to challenge groups and sharing the value of the challenge pack, because that's what's going to lock everybody in for that challenge pack. And remember, you only need a minimum of 3 people to commit in 1 month time frame. So the more people you're talking to, the more people you're inviting, and the more people that you're sharing the value of this to, the more people you're putting the business even in front of, that your journey, the more people that are going to commit to you with the challenge packs. I will tell you a little background of my little script. I think somebody just asked me if I will share the script. I will write it down and I'll give it to Dana, and I'll share it with you guys so you guys can have that. That script, when 21 Day Fix came out, I created that script the month 21 Day Fix came out. So I've been using that for how many months? Almost 2 years now. The month 21 Day Fix came out, I had 149 Success Club points. So it was like, I'm not saying it's all that script, but it was constantly inviting and sharing. And every single month, even since that, I have averaged 40 to 50 Success Club points a month, just from doing exactly what I'm telling you, which leads me into number 8 of my last tip. I think I said 7. I don't even know where I am right now. But the last tip I have for you is don't give up. Don't. I'm telling you right now, I've been there, and I've been at the end of the month with 3 or 4 days left, 0 Success Club points, and I wanted to give up. And I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I was like, this is ridiculous. And it was actually just recently, because I don't know why October and November are just weird months in the business. I think it's just because everybody's taking a break from life. So it was November, and it was before I had back surgery. And it was just a horrible month for me personally and everything. It was 3 days. I think it was like right before Thanksgiving. I had -4 Success Club points. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I was like, I just can't do this. I don't have the energy to do this right now. Like, I'm going in for back surgery in like a week. I was like, I can't do this. I ended the month with 16 Success Club points because I had that mentality, snapped out of it real quick. And I said, I can't give up now. I am a Success Club All-Star, and I'm not going to lose that. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep driving forward because this is what's going to help me build my business. This is the only thing that drives my business forward and increases my personal income every single month. I was like, so I am going to do it. I sent out invites. I continued to share. I posted about the challenge group opportunity once a day because I was determined. And that alone got me to it. I did follow-up after follow-up. Instead of 10 follow-ups a day, I did 30 follow-ups a day. I just increased everything I did to do it. And that is my tips that I'm sharing with you guys today. So I hope all of this helps. I know I talk really fast and I'm kind of all over the place, but I hope it helps.
Thank you, Jen. That was awesome. Really.
No problem.
Does anyone have any questions for Jen while we're all on the phone?
I just put my script in the Zoom chat.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was nice.
How do you know enough people? I have a question.
Yes.
How the heck do you know enough people to have 149 Success Club points in a month? It like blows my mind.
Okay, so here was my tip for that is, and I tell my new coaches that too, take advantage of the new program. And every single month that a new program comes out, I always double my Success Club points. Well, I think I was even telling Dana at the Super Saturday, when Size came out, I sold 22 challenge packs in 4 days when it came out. And it's not even, I know it's a new program, but I also take advantage of that. And I also run a test group, I call it, because essentially it's the first challenge group that the new program is coming out. So when Size came out and it was launched, I was posting about it for like a week or two before it came out, letting people know, listen, registration is opening on Monday. Registration being signing up with a challenge pack. Registration is opening Monday. Test group starts the following week. I was like, you must get it. I was like, we're doing this test group because, and I tell them why, because it's a brand new program. The only people that have done the program is the official test group run by corporate. I was like, there's no other challenge groups that have been run for this yet. I was like, so you guys are our test subjects. We're looking for Size Success Club stories. We're going to drink Shakeology. We're going to do Size. And at the end of it, everybody's going to enter their results for a chance to win cash prizes through Team Beachbody. I was a daily prize winner January 2013. I won $500 for my Insanity results. So I tell people, I'm like, you can do it. Like, I never expected that I would win money, you know? Do the programs, drink the shakes, participate in the group, enter your results. You never know what could come out of it. So I always take advantage of a new program coming out. When Hammer and Chisel comes out, you better believe I'm running a test group for that.
Oh, I'm so envious of everyone that's going to be, I'm not going to, by the time that comes out, I'm going to
I know.
I already told my husband, he's like, I don't know what program to do. I said, well, why don't you start doing Body Beast? Because when Hammer and Chisel comes out, you're doing that. So you have no choice.
Oh my God, I can't wait for it to come out. I'm going to use that every single day until my wedding.
I think it's going to be an awesome program.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So I'll get it and I'll try it. I'll see what I can do out of it at that point.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions for Jennifer? Jennifer O'Connor. So follow her on Facebook.
I maxed out on friends, so I don't know if it'll let anybody send a request. You can try, but
definitely follow her. So this way you can see all the things that she's talking about posting wise and stuff like that. All right. Well, you guys don't have any questions? That's it? Birds chirping?
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah.
I can ask something. Hi. Thanks so much, Jennifer. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
no problem.
This is all so helpful. I'm going to soak it all in when I get off the call. But question for you. So, I'm pretty new into it, 3 to 4 months in, and getting more and more comfortable with the invite. But, I'm trying to understand the fine line of over-inviting the same people to just following up. And, when they at once expressed interest and I keep following up, but then getting no response, when do you just, do you wait a couple of months? What's your thinking on that?
If somebody does ignore me, kind of, and I do a couple follow-ups, I wait a couple months. They still never, ever, ever come off my list. The only time somebody comes off my list is if they sign up as a coach with somebody else, or I actively see they're participating in a challenge group with somebody else, or they tell me they went to somebody else. That's the only time that they're removed, because I'm obviously not going to follow up with someone who's working with somebody else. So that's legit the only time that somebody is removed. But if somebody ignores, like if I send an initial invite because my big thing is I like to run Facebook events sometimes too. That's a whole nother topic I can get into for an hour. Actually, if anybody goes on my YouTube channel, I have a whole team call about how to hit Success Club with Facebook events. So my YouTube is Jennifer O'Connor. So if anybody wants to go find it.
I'm going to watch that because I used to do events when I first started. And then I had a top coach tell me, oh, you shouldn't be doing that.
No. Oh my God.
But I listened to them and now I'm like,
Oh
why
my
did
God.
I used to have success with that. Why
Events. I do one event group every single month. And I swear it's just incredible. But anyway, so what I do
you
is
mean
sometimes
live events?
no,
Or
the
online events?
the Facebook events, like you can create an event and like pick the date that it starts kind of thing and then invite people to it. Yeah. So sometimes,
right.
what I do is
okay.
I message everybody who RSVPs yes. And I send them a message like, hey, saw you RSVP'd yes. And then I send them the basics about the group. And then if they never respond, then in a month later, I'll write back and I'll say, hey, I know you were interested in my last group last month and I never heard back from you. Is it something you're still interested in? Because I'm running another one. So you kind of have to feel your people. Like it's part of the relationship building process, I believe. Like you kind of got to know a little bit about them. Like there's some people ask me and I tell them, like people are like, well, when do you follow up with somebody? I was like, it depends on the conversation. If I send the link to somebody, I'll follow up the next morning. And I'll be like, and I'll send something, I call them my hey girl messages. I send them a message and I go, hey girl, did anything go wrong with the link last night? Like I was like, I just want to make sure everything is set for the challenge group. And then they'll be like, oh no, I totally forgot, So like sometimes I'll follow up the next morning. Sometimes I'll follow up in a week. It really all depends. And you'll know best when you're talking to the person. But when it comes to somebody ignoring me, following month, they're going to get a message from me. If they ignore that one, 2 months, they'll get another message from me. So
unless they're blatantly
so
like,
much.
don't message me anymore.
and then I'm blocked. I'll
go to do follow-ups with people that I know I've messaged a few times and you'll see their name is grayed out and you can't message them anymore.
You got block me? That's funny.
I was going to ask a question about the event thing, actually.
Yeah.
Now, I get invites to events through Facebook, like for Jamberry and Unique and all those things. And I just discovered how to hide the notifications from that so I don't leave it.
Do you get invited to the events or their groups?
Both.
Okay, because the events are what I do. I don't randomly add people to the groups. I do actual events. Like I create the events and I do it through my like page so that I can boost it, because there's an ads feature on your like page where you can pay to boost your event.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then you can invite your personal friends from your page there too.
Right. That was going to be my next question, because that's so hard to balance between, like a new coach, rather, like starting a like page versus your personal. I mean, obviously you have more traffic on your personal when you're a new coach. So
yeah,
that makes
I always tell my new coaches, don't do a Facebook like page for at least 2 to 3 months. And I only say that because your first 2 to 3 months is opening up the business, which is sharing your journey and letting people know what you're doing, and shampoo commercials. So that's what I always tell my new coaches is, don't worry about a like page right now. And then in 3 months, make a post saying, I've moved, and then follow my health and fitness journey here, and then people will be like, oh, I'm going to keep following her because she's been posting for 3 months about shampoo. So
Thank you.
no problem.
When you invite people from your like page to the event, is it only the people that like your like page, or is it everyone?
No, it's my personal friends. When I invite people to the event, when I actually send like click invite, it's people that are on my friends list. but
You
I
just select
shared.
all.
Yeah, well, you're only allowed 500. You're only allowed to invite
I don't
500.
have that problem.
Yeah. So what I do is I have my friends list categorized into different groups. So I have non-Beachbody coaches and Beachbody coaches. So I just click select all for non-Beachbody coaches, and it randomly picks people for me. It randomly picks 500. But
And what do you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, go ahead.
What do you do during the event? Like, is it just to get them into the challenge group, or do you have
To
like
get them
daily
into the
things?
challenge group, but I post at least 3 times a day in the event page, because what I think about the event page is I feel it's a place for me to post all about this group and throw up all about it. So like I just recently did a 30-day trim down that if you go to my like page, you'll see it because it's still up top somewhere because the event starts on Monday. I'm doing a 30-day trim down, and I posted at least 3 times a day. Registration ends Tuesday. What's the 3-day refresh? This is what the 3-day refresh is. We're going to do the 3-day refresh, go into the nutrition. And then the next post was, how does the 3-day refresh work? And so it was literally all about the products, something I would not post all over my like page. I would not post details about the 3-day refresh. I would post a picture of me like, hey, 3-day refresh, I'm doing it. I would never ever post details, but that's just me. So I feel that the event page is a place where I can do that because it's details about the group. So that's why I like the event pages too.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I can throw up all over them and it'd be okay.
All right, cool.
Oh, all right. Anyone else? No? All right. Well, Jen, thank you so much for doing this call for us. Really, really appreciate it.
No problem.
And I will see you Saturday.
Yeah,
See a couple,
I just finished my slides for the Expand Your Network presentation.
I'm not doing a presentation. I got off easy.
I got suckered into that one. It should be a good one though. I put all my stuff together. I was like, I should just record this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So
or you got a phone call for.
yeah, there you go.
So any of my team that's going to be there, make sure you say hi to Jen on Saturday.
Yeah.
And definitely it's Super Saturday. I don't think this is going to be as big as Super Saturday though.
No, I think we have about what did we have, like 65, 70 registered for Saturday?
I think so.
Not bad
Nothing
though.
too crazy. No, but good. It'll be a good training. All right. Well, thank you very much. And thanks to everyone for hopping on. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Thanks, Jen.
Bye.